Sukkah Perek Gimel Mishnah Yud Beis. Borishona, initially, hoyu lulav nital b'mikdash shiva. Lulav was taken, the Arba Minim were taken in the Beis HaMikdash area for 7 days. Explains the Bartanura. We find the Posuk, Usmachtem lifnei Hashem Elokeichem shivas yomim. You should rejoice with the Arba Minim in front of Hashem in the Beis HaMikdash area for 7 days. Ubamdina, says the Bartanura, everywhere else, including Yerushalayim, as long as it's not the Beis HaMikdash area, there would be a mitzvah to shake the lulav. The mitzvah of lulav yom echad. Of course, the first part of the pasuk says ulakachtem lachem bayom harishon. The first day of Sukkot, everybody everywhere can be mekayim the mitzvah of lulav. Mishichora Beis HaMikdash, when the Beis HaMikdash was destroyed, Hiskin Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai. Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai decreed Shehei lulav nitl bamdina shiva. Even outside the Beis HaMikdash area, everywhere, people should take the Arba Minim, the mitzvah of lulav, shiva, 7 days, and this would be Zeichel HaMikdash, a memory of the mitzvah that took place at the Beis HaMikdash, where the mitzvah was 7 days. But it's really only the first day, everywhere else, that there's a mitzvah min haTorah of the mitzvah of lulav. The other days, a mitzvah midrabanan, as we see here, Zeichel HaMikdash. Another institution was also made, and Tosfos Yontif points out that these two institutions came about together at the same time, and that's why they're also mentioned together next to each other in this Mishnah. Although, as we'll see, this second institution, nothing to do with Sukkot. What was this further institution? Sheheyom hanaf kuloi osa. The day of waving, says the Bartanura, we're talking here about the waving of the Omer offering, which was on the 16th of Nisan, the second day of Pesach. Kuloi osa, it's all osa. What does it mean it's osa? What was osa? Chodosh, which is new produce, is only permitted to be eaten once the Omer offering has been brought. In fact, there are two psukim. One pasuk says, Ad haviachem, until you bring the Omer offering, then you can start eating from the new crops that have grown, corn, etc. Another pasuk says, Ad etzem hayom hazeh, until that day, which sounds like the 16th, first thing in the morning, one can start eating from the new crops of that year. So the Gemara answers this and says that when you are bringing the Omer offering, Bisman Beis HaMikdash Kayim, then one needs to wait until the Omer offering is brought, and after that one can eat from the new crops. When there is no Beis HaMikdash and no Omer offering is being brought, then one can start eating already first thing in the morning. Now Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai was concerned that although, strictly speaking, if there's no Beis HaMikdash, one can eat from the new crop first thing in the morning. However, we look forward to the day, speedily in our days, the rebuilding of the Beis HaMikdash. If now in the time of the Churban Habayis, we start eating from the new crops first thing in the morning on the 16th, when the time comes, the rebuilding of the Beis HaMikdash, and the Omer offering starts being brought, one can then only eat from the new crops from after the time that korban has been brought, the omer offering has been brought. People will say, but I remember last year we started eating from the new crops first thing in the morning. And people will not realise the reason why we were eating from the crops first thing in the morning, because there was no omer offering. And therefore they will say, even though the Beis HaMikdash is rebuilt, the omer offerings being brought, people will say, well, last year we started eating first thing in the morning, we can do the same today. And of course that will be wrong. And people will be eating from the new crops too early, because the omer offering would not yet have been brought. Therefore, he instituted that Yom Hanaf, that day, the day of waving the omer offering, which is the 16th, even at the time of the destruction of the Beis HaMikdash, kuloi osa, one needs to wait all day before one can start eating from the new crops to ensure that there will be no mistake in the future. That concludes Mishnah Yud.